Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd jump on here real quick. I just had to pull up just down the road. But yeah, I hope you're well. Hope you're keeping safe. We're living in some dark times. 2020 is literally testing us. It is testing us. First we've got COVID-19 hitting us left, right and centre. And now like black people just getting killed, you know? So I hope you are keeping safe, you are well. First video on finance. For those that know me, you know I like to side hustle. I like to make money on the side. So I'm going to do a few videos, I think, on different things that I've tried to try and make money on the side. Don't get me wrong, you know, you've got your 9-to-5 job, it's making you that money, but you can't really live off that. You know, your 9-to-5 job should be just paying your bills, that's it. But what about everything else? So you need something else, some sort of income that's going to come in so you're able to do all these other things that you want to do. You're able to invest. I'm 30 years old, yeah? If I knew what I know now in my 20s, not even my 20s, when I turned 18, if I knew what I knew now, mate, I think I'd be like a billionaire. Because I feel like my 20s, I wasted that. I didn't really invest. I didn't really take risks. I didn't put my money where it was supposed to go. So if you are 20, you're in your 20s, you've just, you know, hit that sweet age, please invest your money. If you're at uni, getting that student loan, please do not spend it. Do not spend it. You're going to be tempted to buy that, you know, those new crepes. You're going to be tempted to, I don't know, every time you go out, you want a new outfit. I used to be that girl. Every time we went out, Freshers Week especially, every week, I had to get a new outfit because I couldn't be wearing the same thing I wore. It had to be something different. So I feel like all the money that I had, gone. So yeah, if you're at uni, got that student loan, don't just spend it all at once. Do something with it. Buy a house. Buy a house. Literally, doesn't matter if you think, oh, I'm too young, just get in the market, buy a house. But yeah, so I've literally tried everything. Whether it's eBay drop shipping, whether it's doing those surveys online to try and make money from home. Etsy, I've had an Etsy shop, making things, selling them. I'll drop another video and just explain all the different things that I've tried, what went wrong, what worked for me, what you can also try, what I'm trying right now. So 3 weeks ago, I decided, well, I didn't decide, I started looking into Forex trading. I was shook, I'm not going to lie. Just because I know there's a lot of people that have lost a lot of money Forex trading. So I've been up and down. Should I do it? And I just thought, you know what? Fine. Let me just take this money. If I lose it, it's fine. I'm not going to miss it. I am going to miss it, but I'm not going to miss it. And let me just give it a go. So I started Forex trading last Friday. So today is Friday, so it's been 7 days. So 7 days, I've actually made a profit of £112, which to most people, especially the ones that have been Forex trading for like ages, are thinking, oh, £100, not a lot. But to me, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money that I've made from a few buttons. But I'll get into that. I will get into that. So stay tuned. I'm going to start my series on finance. Let's get this money.
So digital items that you can sell on Etsy. So there's so many different things that you can actually get on Etsy. I love that shop. So you've got like crafts that you can get, paintings, t-shirts. You can actually personalize with your own name or your own logo. So if you've got a business of selling t-shirts, you can go on Etsy and actually order your t-shirts from there. Candles, a lot of people sell candles on Etsy, greeting cards, handmade jewellery. So there's so many different things you can actually get on Etsy. But what I'm going to talk about today is digital items that you can actually sell. And I'm going to show you how to actually make a couple of those things, so you can actually try it for yourself. So number one, you've got planners. So you can create your own planners online, and then it'll be, when you put it up on your Etsy shop, people can just download them, or you can just make them for your own personal use. Planners can include like weekly meals, organizations, so things that you need to get done. So you can create your own little planner for that. Calendars, you can have a variety of different calendars. You can even have desk calendars, so you don't have to be that big calendar you put in your house. You can have little desk calendars that you can make. Digital paper sells well. Ebooks, so you don't have to sell ebooks just on Amazon. Etsy, you can sell your ebooks on Etsy. So if you're really good at cooking, let's say, you can come up with different cooking recipes that maybe you used to make with your mom, and you can include that in your own little ebook, and you can sell that on Etsy. Wedding signs is another example you can actually make and actually sell. You know the wedding signs that you get when you go to a wedding and it says "Welcome to the wedding of da 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 da." So a lot of people make those and actually sell them. Posters. If you're like me and you like different quotes that keep you motivated, you might want to make a poster, add your favorite quote in the middle. You can sell that. Mock-up photos, especially if you're really good at photos. Etsy buyers want mock-up photos so they can see how their image is going to look on a mock-up photo. So that's really, oh, that's a good one. Notepads. So like I said to you in my last video, if you need a notepad to write down your little checklist of things that you want to achieve in your day, you can just make up your own notepad. Nice and easy. Party decorations. Party decorations are things you can actually make, or party invitations. You can make those, sell them on Etsy. Coloring pages. This is really good, especially for kids. Coloring pages. You can actually make your own coloring pages, sell them on Etsy. Kids will love this. So today I'm actually going to show you how to make, what should we do first? Let's go with the digital paper. So I'm going to show you how to make your own digital paper. So this will be a good start. Good start for you. So the first thing I want you to do, you're going to go onto iPicky.com. Really good app. So once you're there, iPicky.com, this is what it's going to look like. And I want you to hit create a design. So we're going to click on that. And it says iPicky is loading. So just wait for it. A sign normally comes up about just enabling the flash. Click OK and that should let you in. So loading. Okay, it's a really good program to create things. So if you want to be the next graphic designer, this is the place for you. So we're going to click on new. So you click on there. Okay, so it says create a new design. So once you get on here, you can customize the design. So they've got a little option where you can select the sizes that they've given you. So they're all on there, and it gives you examples of the things that you might want to create. So for this digital paper, I'm actually going to, I looked this up on Google already, 1500 by 1500. This is what my digital paper is going to be. That's the size of it. So then you can select the color that you want. You can obviously pick whatever color that you want. I'm going to go, let's go with a little pinky one and create. Okay, so this is what my digital paper is going to look like. So this is what we've got so far. So what I want you to do now, you're going to click save. iPicky design, you can rename it. So I'm going to name it digital paper. Paper. Quality, I'm going to click on highest. And then this is going to save to my computer. And then return to iPicky, and I'm just going to select back so I can come off this. Okay, so now you're back to the beginning again. So what we're now going to do, you're going to click on edit a photo. So we'll click on that. So it's loading. Okay, so now we're here. So this is what it looks like. You're going to go on to the top here where it says photo library. So you're going to click on that. And then add image. This is just an image that I had at the beginning, the other day. Go back to the one that you've just saved, which is digital paper. So we're going to click on that. And then it's loaded up on here. So if you go on the left hand side of that screen, you're going to click on edit. And voila, here we are. So this is our digital paper. At the moment, it looks a bit, well, bland. There's not much going on to it. So I want you to move move over to here, and on the left hand side you're going to click on this bottom part which says textures. So click on textures, and you've got all these different options that you can choose from. So you've got like grunge, let's click on grunge, and already the texture of your paper has changed. So look at that. Oh, that's a good one. So you've got a variety to choose from. Yeah, you can go on paper. Oh, discard the paper of it. So do you want to have this kind of effect? Oh, I really like that. So I'm going to click on that paper, and then I'm going to go on to grunge, apply, go on to grunge. No, I don't really like that one, so I'm going to leave that one blank. What else do they have? Fabric. So I just got that one. So the fabric, let's have a look. Oh, you've got different fabrics here that you can pick from. So you can literally pick whatever you feel is working for you. Whatever you feel is working for you. And depending on what you want to sell or what you want to use the digital paper for, you can just select. I might go on to fade. I can fade it in and out. So that could work if you want it. Oh, you've got a light coming through. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that. So I liked it from this side, so I'm going to actually pick that. But literally that is it. You've got your textured paper that you can actually sell on Etsy, and somebody might want to use that paper to add things to it, which is really, really good. So I'm going to leave that. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, wow, look at the material. Right, I'm going to save this one. So this is my textured paper, which I'm going to use later on. So click on save, my computer, highest quality, save. Okay, so there we are. That is your textured paper that you can actually use. So now we've got our digital paper ready, so we're going to actually use that in a second. So now we're going to move on to making our own notepads. So the notepads you can use for your own personal use, but again, if you want to make it so you sell it, you can do as well. So we're going to go back to create a design like we did the first time. So it's just going to load up. For the notepads, you can actually choose whatever size that you want. So it doesn't really matter. You can pick whatever size that you want. So we're going to click on new. Custom size is there, so you can select the size that you want. So I'm going to go with 8 by, actually let me try 5 by 7. That should be a good size. If you do want to select a size that's not there on the options, a really good place to go to try and convert it is a place called Ninja Units. So this is a really good website to actually convert it for you. So make sure you select 300 dpi. So say for example you wanted 5 inches, and it will give you the results there, 1500. So 5 by 10, let's say, and that will be 3000 pixels. So you can select, or you can copy that onto here, and you've got the size that you want. Again, you're going to select the color that you want your paper. Well, actually we're going to leave it like a light pink, closer to white. Then we're going to go back to our digital paper that we created. So I've actually uploaded mine, so you can upload it from where you've saved it and it should come on here. So we're just going to move that over. Okay, I'm just going to stretch it out so it fits our page. like so. So where you see, oh, hold on, where you see the lines, because I've gone over, it doesn't really matter if you go over, just because that's not going to save. It's only going to save what's inside this box over here. That's what's going to save. So anything outside of it, it's not going to save. So don't worry too much about getting it perfect. So if we move on to, we're going to go to where this little heart is, and we're going to click on geometric. And I want you to select, well, you can select whatever shape that you want, but I'm going to go with this one. It's like a square, but it's got smooth edges. So I'm just going to drag that across and move it up and drag it all the way down. And then I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go try and blend this. Okay, I'm going to click that, but I'm going to fade it slightly because I still want to see the design of the texture from my digital paper. So I've just faded it slightly. Okay, so here we are. So then we're going to go back to where the little heart is, and we're going to click on geometric. I'm going to pick a square. This is where my name is actually going to go. So I'm going to personalize my notepad. So if I just drag it to there. Again, don't worry about it going over the edge because that's not going to save. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to go with the white this time. Okay, so we're there. Okay. So from there, I'm going to add text. And then you go on your left hand side here to edit. I'm just going to add a dash like so. In fact, let me change the size because that's a bit too big for me. I don't want it to be too big. And we're just going to add these in. So I'm just going to select the dash. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to stretch it out a little bit more on here. Like so. And I'm going to, oh, yeah, it gets a bit fidgety when you press the wrong thing. So I'm going to drag this to the top and stretch it out a little bit more so it goes all the way across. And I want to do the same to the bottom, but to make it a little bit quicker for myself, I'm going to right click and duplicate. So it's exactly the same, and then I'm going to bring that down to there. Fabulous. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my geometric. So click the heart, geometric, and I might change the shape this time. Actually, if you go to labels, that's it. That's going to give me a better one to put. Okay, so I've clicked on this one, and I'm going to move it across. I might change the color so you can see it a little bit more. Let's go with there. This is just an example. You can make it as beautiful as you want it to be. Okay, I don't like that, so I'm going to just change it. Yeah, that should be able to see that now. Make it a little bit bigger so it stands out. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to text. And because this is my planner, I'm going to put Grace. And I don't want that style, so I'm going to change the writing of how I want it to be. So how do I want my planner to look like? So you've got loads to pick from. That's not really clear, is it? Okay, I like that. So Once you've selected the font that you want, you're going to drag your name to the top of your planner. This is how my planner is going to be like. So I've got my name at the top of my planner. So now, because it is a notepad, I do need to, oh, I said planner, didn't I? This is a notepad. I do need to add lines to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to T, which is the title. On here, I'm going to use the underscore, and I'm just going to click that a few times. Don't let go of it. I might change the size as well to there, and then I can drag, I keep dragging the wrong thing, don't I? There we go. And I'm going to drag the line across. Again, doesn't really matter if it goes over that line because it's not going to save that part. Okay, so there we've got our first line. So again, I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate it and then drag it down. Again, right click and duplicate, leaving a space. This is where your lines are going to be. Right click and duplicate. Okay, so we have made our lines in our planner. So this is how my planner page, or my notepad should I say, is going to look like. So there we go, this is the first page of my notepad. You can actually use this in your planner. I think that's why I keep saying planner, because you do have pages where you've got notes so you can write things down. So this is how it's going to look like. So you can make this as creative as you want. You can use images, you can play around with the designs. This is just the basic that I've done. I don't really need that. But you can play around with the sizes, different settings, as you can see. If you wanted to add an image onto that, you can do. So again, add photos. If you've uploaded an image from somewhere, then you can add that onto your planner over here, or you can add it at the top where your name is. You can design it however you want to design it. This is just my example, a quick example of how you can put these things together. And there you have your notepad to write all your notes down. Okay, I'm going to leave you with a great little, I wouldn't call it a trick, but this is somewhere where I go to get different images for free actually. So this is my favorite place to go. This is called Creative Fabrica, where you can get, I'm just going to wait for it to load up. Here we are. This is where all, if you like different fonts, if you like graphics, different crafts that you can use, so craft resources, you need to come over here and you can buy bundles of different things that you can actually use and adapt to make your own and then sell on Etsy. Okay, so these ones are ones that you can actually buy, and whoever you're buying it from will actually tell you whether you can use it to sell or whether you can only use it as for personal use. So wherever you get it from, they will tell you that. But for me, if you go at the top here where it says freebies, everyone loves a bit of freebies, don't they? So if you click on freebies, you can actually download a few things for free. So if you sign up with them, they can email you when new freebies are out for you to get. Look at these, and they're all free for you to use. So if you wanted to add a picture onto your planner, you can do. Just come over here, download it, and voila. Loads of different things that you can use. Titles, floral designs. Brilliant. So this is a great place to come to get a few freebies that you can also use. So there's so many things that you can do. So you've got iPicky to design and create your notepads, your posters. You can do it on iPicky. Your digital paper, you can create it on here. Calendars, this is where you can create it. So ipicky.com. If you want to convert, you need to come to Ninja Units, make sure you've got 300 DPI, and then convert the sizes that you want. And then for different fonts, different graphic designs, you need to come to Creative Fabrica, and then I think that's how you say it. Fabrica. Not sure, but this is where you need to come to, and you can get that done. So if you want to pay for things, feel free to pay for them. If you want to get a few freebies or discounted deals, this is the place for you. So I really hope this video helps you when creating digital items, either for your store or for your personal use. So if you've got a little party that's come in and you want to create your own invites, you can actually do it yourself. You don't need to pay somebody else to do it. You don't need to go down the shop to try and pay for them. You can create them yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you subscribe and click a thumbs up for this video.